Fear of failure is good. Fear of failure will keep you up at night, planning and rehearsing and going over contingencies. Fear of failure will keep you training hard.
What's up, Regal Capital family and traders? I'm going to give y'all our quick recap today on how we absolutely caught a banger trade right at open to start September off, killing it. So pretty much it was TSM, and that is right here on the watch list. We saw a big sell-off today on QQQ and SPY, and I'll go over that here in a minute. But the reason we went with TSM was this. Beautiful play right here. I saw high conviction play on the hourly. We had a huge gap here highlighted in orange, and we were sitting on the green demand up here. I knew that if we lost 167.71 right here, that bottom, I have alerts right there, we would dump to that gap fill at 165, 164, where we'd be all out. And that's exactly what we did. And just in case you wanted to see it, I gave actually, and look, I made almost 5K on that play today on TSM. This right here, I gave the high conviction setup. Pretty much, like I said, seeing a banger across the board and a lot of names. TSM looks nice to me, cheap contracts, and it will bang. Posted this last night in the high conviction setup Discord, in my Discord. Members get this, of course, they have access to it. So I gave the night before, I said below 167.71. We're slamming those 162.5 puts. End of week expiration, and I was like, be ready if I alerted. This will be a $3 drop, so entry doesn't need to be super fast. I did not expect this to go as fast as it did, but it absolutely just dumped. So as you can see, let me get on the 15 here. We opened up and we pushed up a little bit higher here. From there, we started to fail. Once we actually crossed the 167.71, I already knew it's game time, because QQQ was already, starting to dump a little bit. SPY was starting to dump a little bit. We kind of not gap down, but we were already down pretty significant. They had gaps down here, and I'll show y'all how we caught that second play. But this was our first play right out the gate. SPY and Q were kind of lingering a little bit, but this started showing a massive weakness on the tape. I saw sell programs hit the tape for the TSM here, and I knew the bears were trying to push us heavy to the gap. So we got in and we got filled for about 120 right here, 120 bucks. Got it filled right there. I'm talking about a minute at open. Look at that, 8:31. I'm Central Time, so it would have been 9:31 Eastern. But we got filled immediately, and for 120, and it dumped all the way down to that gap. 241 bucks on those puts that ended up completely running more, right? So it was absolutely crazy how we caught that over 300, 400%. I left a runner for TSM right here, over 400% right here. So one contract over 200 bucks. And it was nice. We got the full move in the first 15-minute candle, and we were all out. Look how the wick even went past that kind of gap. I had the gap ending around 164.08, and it was a picture-perfect move. I held the runners, and look how we just completely fell all the way down to our 161 level. Held there on the body, and kind of now we're just bouncing in between right there. So absolutely solid play. I did this live for the members, and we killed it right out the bat. So I was eyeing SPY puts though underneath, because that was part of our plans, pre-market plans. I post game plans for the zones every night. Members get this as well, so keep that in mind if you want this. Also, you can sign up for the zones. $10 a week for the zones gets you my game plans like this, so you can stay in tune. But $50 a month right there gets you my trades and the zones and everything else. So we knew SPY and Q had gaps down here that they were going to come fill. Same thing for Q. Q was a lot more drastic, and I actually loved it. So we saw how we did end up coming down here. We ended up slamming some Q puts right up here, and we trimmed all the way down here. Members 2 for 2 today. We absolutely nailed it. And then I gave out a third play for free on the Rico Cap Twitter here, and there it is. Absolute banger right there. So I made $800 off the SPY play. It was SPY, and this is what I saw. We were kind of defending this line up here, but I wanted to see us push a little bit higher up right there, because once we got to the 556, I knew we'd probably just knife straight down there. So as we came down here and ended up kind of wicking off, the next body opened up here, and I absolutely slammed it for $78. Lotto gap fill below, and the gap was down here. So we actually got that push down, that mean push down all the way to the next demand, Rico Cap demand down here. Notice how buyer stepped in, kind of pushed it back to the zone. We're kind of ping-ponging it, but it's holding the demand so far, looking still pretty weak. But those puts obviously went way higher than 140. It hit like 160. Yeah, 164. I was all out at 164. So from $78 to $164, all out. I did this. I alerted for free on the main Twitter there, and it was actually a banger. I know people caught that. Another great play. I'm calling out only great plays on the Rio Cap Twitter. So hopefully you guys caught that. Just want to give y'all a quick, update and recap on how we absolutely killed it. I mean, TSM was so beautiful. I mean, we started off September killing it. So hopefully you guys can learn a little bit more about this. And if you need some extra guidance, I do offer one-on-one mentorships. Let me know, one time or monthly or every 2 weeks. I do voice live trading. So here are my in-time plays happening and my commentary. Pretty funny. So hopefully I add a little bit of more excitement to the plays, and making money. It's always fun. So mindset coaching, exclusive YouTube videos. I show y'all how I chart these high conviction plays, just like TSM, and how y'all can play them as well, and what options to look for, the strike and all that. $50 a month, like I said, to sign up to get my zones and then get my live trade alerts, which gives you access to the Rio Cap Pro Twitter, and that's where you will get the live alerts and things and such. So tap in on that, guys. Show some love, and I'll see y'all on the next play.